Have you ever noticed how sometimes studying at the last minute actually works? You panic, you rush, you barely have time, and somehow, you still manage to remember things. In a world where we're told to study early and stay consistent, this feels confusing because it shouldn't work, but sometimes it does. And it's not just luck. There's a reason your brain suddenly switches on right before an exam. When time is limited, your brain treats the situation like a threat. Deadlines feel urgent. Failure feels close. And that pressure activates your focus. Distractions fade. You stop overthinking. You stop delaying. Because now there's no time left to waste. Your brain releases stress chemicals that increase alertness and memory formation. Not because it's healthy, but because it's necessary. And something else happens. You don't try to learn everything. You focus on what matters most. You skim. You prioritize. You connect key ideas faster. But here's the catch. Last-minute studying doesn't work because it's better. It works because it forces your brain into survival mode. And survival mode is powerful, but not sustainable. It burns energy quickly. It increases stress. And it doesn't build long-term memory. That's why you forget most of it later. It was never deeply learned. It was temporarily stored just to get through the moment. But here's the real insight. The focus you feel at the last minute is something you can train. Not through panic, but through intention. Short deadlines, active recall, focused sessions. Because the problem isn't that last-minute studying works, it's that your brain works better when it thinks it has to. So the question is, are you waiting for pressure to force you to focus, or learning how to create that focus without it?